So let's have a look at the individual parts of the small intestine. We'll start off with the duodenum. We can see here the duodenum, as I've mentioned on numerous occasions, is C-shaped. We've got the part of the stomach here where you've got the pyloric sphincter, so you've got the pylorus, and that's allowing food to pass through. Once the pressure is built up in the stomach, food can pass through the pyloric sphincter, where it then enters into the duodenum. Within the duodenum, you can see these circular folds, and we can recognize 4 parts to the duodenum. We can recognize 4 parts. We've got this superior portion here. So we've got this superior portion, and then we've got this descending part of the C that runs down in this direction, this descending part. We've got a horizontal part that sweeps back towards the left, and then we've got an ascending part that runs up and then becomes the duodenojejunal flexure as it's continuous with the jejunum, which then starts in the upper left quadrant and passes down to the lower right. So we can see we've got some 4 parts to the duodenum, and these are called the superior, the descending, horizontal, and the ascending. Also sitting in this concavity of the duodenum is the head of the pancreas, and we'll see this again in more detail when we look at the pancreas in a later lecture. The head of the pancreas actually fills this concavity, which is a good location as it enables the pancreatic juice to pass into the duodenum. We can see that over on this side where we have a series of pancreatic ducts taking pancreatic juice from the pancreas and passing into the duodenum. We can also see, and we'll come across this in more detail later on, we have this arrangement with the gallbladder that's storing bile. And we have a series of hepatic ducts and bile ducts taking bile from the liver where it's produced, the gallbladder where it's stored, and allowing that to pass into the duodenum. And it passes into the duodenum via what's known as duodenal papilla. You have a major one and you have a minor one. So here we can see the various anatomy of the duodenum. It's 4 parts. We can see it again on this diagram at the top. We've got a nice superior part, a descending part, horizontal part, and an ascending part. Here we've got the stomach and we've got the jejunum. Within the duodenum, we've got these circular folds that again help to increase the surface area. And about halfway down this horizontal part, we've got the opening for the major duodenal papilla. Slightly superior to it, we've got an opening for the minor duodenal papilla. And these allow the bile and the pancreatic juice to enter into the duodenum to carry out the process and continue the process of digestion.